Alright guys, so day 2, my Aztecing experiment, well, technically it wasn't even an experiment, it's what I was doing, did not go very well. Actually came out fine, it just didn't come out correct, because I found out that basically, um, it should look like this, tiny little things all over the place. Um, basically I recovered it with just the same color, that same kind of bluish gray. And I went and I bought some really light gray, almost white paint, and I was doing a different experiment. I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera. Probably not very well. So that's just me playing around with some other Aztecing stuff. Um, because it was raining all day today, obviously no paint work got done, so that's why I ran down to Houston to do that. So what I'm going to do now is what I intended to do otherwise, and that's the LEDs and stuff. So I'm going to be laying all that out, so this should be pretty interesting, because it's something I can do without really um, doing too much else, if I'm honest. So um, I forgot about that. All right, so I'm going to do all of this part. Oh, I guess I'm going to have to find my AAA batteries. Forgot it takes three AAA batteries. Yeah. Okay, so like I said, gonna lay this out. I'm liking this whole time lapsing what I'm doing, kind of fun. And then tomorrow, since I guess we'll have somewhat better weather, I'm gonna spend the day doing lots and lots and lots of masking. So what I have here, this is the normal Tamiya 6mm, way too big for what I need. They're actually very, very small. So gonna be using lots and lots of 3mm. Now this is meant for going on curves, and I don't know if this is the kind that you can curve. Not that I needed to do that, but that'd be pretty cool. Basically, I'm going to be cutting out just dozens upon dozens of little tiny chunks of this. Um, it should still work out fine, and I think that the not white color that I've got will work just fine for a Star Destroyer color. It's a little bit darker than the actual body. Like you can see, it's just a little bit darker. So that's pure white. That's that. And then I bought some more clear coat. So presumably this is Tamiya gloss, because it just says clear. And the other Tamiya clears that I have say matte or semi-gloss, so this one just says clear, so I'm assuming means gloss. And I need that gloss coat for laying down a good oil wash after the fact. So I'm going to go ahead and do the whole battery thing here. So this should be fun. But it's mostly going to be binding up lots and lots of wires with, strangely enough, using the chrome stickers. So they're like, yeah, use the 2 stickers to do this. It's like, okay, look at that's how shiny those are. It'll probably benefit actually for doing that. So, but I love this. So they also give you a ruler. So they give you a little bit of ruler there. I don't know if that's actually 75 mil or 75 millimeters, but I've got my caliper if I need to measure directly. So let's do that. Okay, so got that all plugged up and wired. And you see here, use a bit of tape to secure it. I like how they do it basically like aluminum tape from if you're doing like AC plumbing and stuff. And so that I kept things straight, so certain wires need to go certain places. So following the instructions, I marked it A and I. Don't ask why that's there. B, C, F, G, D, R, T, K, Q, basically. So that all those are lined up. And I like the fact that, you do have two different switches. So I don't know how that works. I keep flipping the one that doesn't do anything. Yeah. So a couple of these switches don't do anything. So, and I know that there's like a handle on a hinge that comes later for turning the lights on and off. And you see here in the instructions how you're supposed to like wind the wires around. You got the bigger lights here for the thrusters in the back. So it's basically like you got to get this thing prepped for assembly. Like basically, once you've got the base of it, like the actual bottom done, like and assembled the way you're going to do it, then it's time to install the lights, and then you just start piling everything on top. I swear to God, that just got brighter. Maybe it's just because my hand hit something. Um, Now, this does use 3 AAA batteries. I don't know if you could ever like wire it up for USB. I don't know what the voltage is, but I know that basically whenever you get to that point, you're just gonna have to remove like the whole top section, like not the hull, but like the top engineering section and all that to get to the lights. It kind of shows it off here, so if you need to do all that. And there's okay, so that's the lights coming up to the bridge. That's the thing that diffuses light outward to the other engines and stuff. Because I know that, yeah, there's a reflective bits that reflect the light elsewhere. I remember, like, I know there was a thing that was like the switch that might be part of it. Okay, so basically you're gonna be removing like this whole upper section if you need to do things. I remember seeing it. Maybe it's this. Maybe you're just using this part. Maybe it doesn't stay there. That's just that little bit is what you use to flip the switches on. So you gotta use that little thing to go ding ding. Or if you have a spudger should work fine. But you can see here, like basically this whole upper section is assembled separately. So basically you can assemble virtually the whole thing in 2 halves and then wire up everything in the lights. It's basically what I'm going to end up doing, I think. So this project's going to be a bit longer than I thought. And like there's some like blackout spots and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's basically where I'm going to leave off tonight because tomorrow basically going to be, I said basically a lot. So tomorrow's going to be all of the surface painting and masking off like that. Like I'm going to let it dry like the paint work I did today. Just I sprayed a little bit just to help break up the cover. And then I'll be doing a whole lot of um, Aztecing little tiny chunks of paint, stuff like that. But, that's a heck of a wiring system. And you got to think that if you're going to do the fiber optic version, you're still going to use this setup, but you're only going to use like a few lights. And then you're going to use like a clear plastic runner bit taped all to heck onto the end of an LED. So, and then with the fiber optic cables coming out the end of it. So it's kind of crazy, and I'm not even remotely on that level. So this is a fairly quick dealy. Now I've still got a couple or one other piece of foil sheet there, so it must be for something else later, or I missed part of the instructions. I don't think I did. Either that or it was meant to do. Where's that big section? There's a big section that has 2 sections, but it doesn't matter at this point. So, but I'm tired. My brain is melting. So I'll start back up tomorrow.